white. All the fools know his flow so sick and tight. Damn, it ain't right.
Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and opening 3 minutes of this 10-round fight. This is a real good matchup here tonight. Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson squaring off. You got the size and skill of Lennox against the raging fury and power of Iron Mike.
Yeah, and of course, Tyson, what you got to remember now, he's going to take chances to get his power off. Chances that maybe Lewis doesn't have to take if he fights the right kind of dimensional fight. If Lewis stays on the outside, sets his feet, draws a line in the sand or on the canvas, he can catch Tyson before Tyson can get close enough to catch him. He has that physical advantage.
He got hit. Oh, now the uppercut. Not precise at all by Lewis. That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Tyson. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Mike Tyson showing some swelling now. Mike Tyson, of course, winning 26 of his first 28 fights by knockout, 16 in the first round. But many of his opponents, it's not just Mike Tyson beating them, it's them beating themselves.
Yeah, they don't really fight him. In a lot of ways, they don't really show up. In a lot of ways, this sounds crazy, Tyson has never really been forced to really fight a fight because they are submitting already. Tyson depends on other people's weaknesses to be his strength.
Well, Mike Tyson has not faced much adversity in his early career, but now a bit of a challenge, as you can see the swelling.
And a swollen eye on anybody, especially on somebody like Tyson, it can shrink your confidence. I wonder if that's what's happening right now to Tyson.
He has so much time now, he's going to be forced to survive. Lewis goes down and now rising to his feet.
Now he can only hope that he can survive, get back to his corner, and get information he needs. Information that will tell him why he was put on the floor.
Very clean offense from defense by Lewis. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. Teddy, early on in the career of Lennox Lewis, a lot of the British fans actually didn't gravitate towards him because he was one of these nomadic kind of fighters. You know, Jamaican, lived in Britain, but won a gold for Canada.
Yeah, but the most important part of that geography is his own. He had his own identity. He knew where he stood. He knew where his confidence came from. He knew what his style was.
Good block by Lennox.
Much better. It was good. Don't worry about it. The swelling.
He's got to find a way to get through the early goings here of this round. Remember last round, he went down. He was on the canvas.
Now, look, he wants to tie his opponent up. That's the best way to get through it right now. But what he doesn't want to do, Joe, is to reach in there, reach out to grab his guy, and then he leaves himself open. He's got to make sure that his opponent's close enough where he goes to grab him, he's not exposing himself to get dropped again.
Parries that punch intended for the head. That was a miss by Lewis. Mike Tyson's now in a position where he may not even realize it, but the eye is getting worse. Still, he fights on.
He behaves like a fighter, and that's the greatest asset you have. It's not your jab, it's not your hook, it's not your power, it's not your footwork. It's your ability to be...
Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up after going down a second time?
1, 2, 3, 4.
This may be a worst-case scenario for Lennox Lewis. He rises up to beat the count, but you know that chin is a question mark.
Well, he's good at delivering. Now he's got to show that he can survive.
Well off the mark by Lewis. Protecting his head well with his guard. Lennox hurt there, and he's going to clinch.
And he needs to clinch long enough to stop those tunes that are singing in his head right now.
Ten clicks of the talk. Lennox able to block that punch. So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He can get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he can kill a little of the clock, survive.
Way to block there. Oh, look at that. They exchange hooks. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better. Oh, and there you go. Mike Tyson's in bad shape. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Mike Tyson. 90 seconds to go in round number 4. Lennox Lewis is not able to get anything done now. He went down earlier, and since then, he hasn't been able to connect. He hasn't been able to put forth much of anything.
No, he reminds me a little bit of that bully in the schoolyard. He's always going after you, but then you punch him in the mouth, and all of a sudden he's waiting for the principal to get in between you. Right now, there's no principal there, but something's holding him back.
Mike Tyson, youngest heavyweight champion ever, claiming all 3 belts, unifying the title, and then, of course, making a ragdoll out of Michael Spinks. How important is that to his legacy?
Everything. I mean, he came up with the man, his mentor, Customato, who had the prior youngest heavyweight champ of all time. That was Floyd Patterson. He wanted to break that record. He planned on, he lived to break that record.
Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds. What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision. Where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
A headshot blocked. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Lewis. Lennox Lewis has got to know that the answer is to go to the body against this faster fighter, but I'm not seeing him do it.
Well, that's part of the talent, is knowing. It's just recognizing where your opportunities are, where they must be. Look, if you were in a car race with somebody, you knew they had a better engine, they had a faster car. Joe, if you had a chance, you might sneak out and take a little air out of the guy's tires. Well, go to the body, you take some air out of those tires, and the guy can't use his legs, he can't use his speed.
Mike Tyson's got a cut, and it looks like it's below the eye on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored. Teddy, the early life of Mike Tyson has been well documented, but you were the guy who first taught him how to really formally box. What do you remember those early days of getting Tyson into the ring?
I remember he was 12 years old, he was 190 pounds, and there was no fat. And I wanted to see a birth certificate to know if this was really true. He had physical tools we had not seen before.
His opponent wanted the body, he wouldn't give it to him.
Finish with the hook.
Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
One of those fights were at the halfway point. I wouldn't even venture a guess as to what the scorecard should look like. And I don't know that it even matters. All I know is this. Both guys have brought their A game. Both guys have come here to fight tonight.
What you know is that it's become a real war of wills. Two stubborn guys, and they're going to continue to argue right to the end.
Come on, side to side.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Lennox Lewis has got a cut. It looks like it's below the eye on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored.
Keep your head moving.
Parries that punch intended for the head. Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. Lennox Lewis is really disappointing us with his... Oh! Lewis's legs look shaky. He was hurt. He is down from that power punch. Of a warrior to get up again. He beat the count again there. Good looking right hand after he got hit. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Great movement to get away from those punches. Round comes to an end. Knockdown was scored in that round. So, Teddy, you're working the corner of the guy who was just on the floor. What are you telling him?
You're telling him that if he's been down before, you want to actually use that for posture. I know that sounds crazy, but you say, hey, you've been here before, you can overcome it. You want to remind him that he can get back. And then the most important thing, Joe, is you tell him why he got dropped. So when he goes out there, he's not just scared going into a dark place saying, gee, it's going to happen again. He knows he has control.
Accuracy an issue there. Didn't land that straight right hand. Lewis is treating the word slip like it truly is a four-letter word.
Yeah, he is. He needs to. He's slipping already. He's slipping over the other guy's left hooks. He needs to start actually slipping by moving his head side to side.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. On the mark with the overhand right. And a big left hand by Lewis. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Keep the head moving.
He just missed that shot up top. And a stabbing right hand by Tyson. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Good defense upstairs to stay. Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now. Tyson's got the win by way of knockout. He put his man down, and the 10 count was administered. Mike Tyson's your winner by knockout, Teddy.
Well, we came in wondering whether or not his opponent had a good chin.